Hello and welcome back to my channel, or I think I should be the one that's welcome back really, because I haven't put a video out for a while, especially on the tirpit. Lost a bit of my mojo for it. There is a lot of photo etch in the kit, so you can easily get burnt out. Also, having two kids, it's not fair to keep them quiet while I do the filming, so been finding the time. Plus, I know there are excuses, but I've got a new job. It's a Monday to Friday job, so I'm at home all weekend with the kids. But I have finally got it back on the bench. I have done a little bit since the last video. As you can see, I've made this platform here, so all of this is made up. Now, there was a lot of photo etch. There's little ribs in here, little supports. They're all individual. The whole lot was folded and put together. So yes, that was a lot of work and a lot of concentration on that. And I've just gone and dropped it. But that's that bit done. Also, I've got this platform done, which we're going to do a bit more work on it today, if I can get this bit out. It's not glued in, honest. So that's that bit out. We're going to look at these bits here, because these need to be cut off and replaced. There's a bit of photo etch to go over here and whatnot. Now for the hangers, now unfortunately with the photo etch you can only have the hanger doors closed, which is a bit disappointing because I would have liked to have the aircraft on it. But I will make up at least one of the aircraft and have it out ready to take off. So that's that bit. So we'll put them to one side. We'll pull this bit in. So here's the photo etch. What I've done is I've gone ahead and cut these off the actual sprue, and hoping I've cut the right bit off because these look fairly big. But yeah, it just redefines the curve slightly. So all I'm doing is testing it to make sure that it is correct. So we're going to be working on these bits and dropping it. So it's working out how much of this we need to take off, and like I've always said, dry fit everything first. Get your lines, get to know what needs to come off. So all of this bit, that's the overhang on both sides, need to come off. Now the scary bit is the cutting. So you do it bit by bit because it'll break off, and you don't want to go too far. You don't want to be damaging this actual area here. Although it's going to be covered by wooden decking, best always not to, or try not to break it to start. So just take it off bit by bit. Because you can always take a bit more off, it's harder to put a bit more back on. So we're like that, and then we come with our sanding stick and take it right back down to the side. So while I've been away, I would like to just say thank you to everyone for your messages. There was one point where I was thinking, is it worth carrying on with my channel? Is people actually watching it? Are they interested? I do thrive off the feedback, and I enjoy it. I enjoy responding and knowing that people are enjoying what I'm actually doing. Because I don't do this for money. I don't do this for anything other than the fact of helping others if I possibly can. I mean, that's basically all it is. It's helping others with their builds. Yeah, the setup I have is nothing professional. I'm not a professional builder. I'm a professional driver. I'm a lorry driver. That is my profession. This is just purely fun, a hobby, as it should be. All I'm doing here is just trying to get this side, because there's a little lip where this bit comes out. I'm just trying to get that down so that we still have that lip, but it's cutting rather than angled, because I don't think the flooring will actually sit properly if it's angled. It's all about just taking your time. Come across that with a bit more sanding. So what I like to do is collect different classes, so collect the whole class of models that are available to me. I don't do a lot in the way of scratch building, so my thing, I wouldn't take a model and turn it into another model. I take my hat off to those that do, and they do a fantastic job with it. But I don't think, to be honest, my skills would be up to doing something like that at the moment. Not to say that I won't in the future. I have started dabbling in scratch building. So I'm never going to say never. You know, not at this point in time for me, unfortunately. Some of you follow me on other social media platforms. You know that I'm doing the 1/200 Bismarck. So that'll be the class of the Bismarck class done once I've got this one completed. That will sit on there like that. And also you'll know that I've started dabbling in soldering photo etch rather than just gluing. Now soldering can be a lot neater, certainly a lot stronger, but it can also be a lot messier. There's a lot more scope to mess it up first time. If you don't get it quite right, I've started dabbling in it by watching a gentleman called Nigel on Nigel's Modelling Bench. He is an amazing scratch builder. He will take a model kit and he does a lot of research into them, and if there's something wrong he will look at it and work out how to change it. And he put a video up on how to solder photo etch, which I found invaluable, to be honest, and that's what got me started off soldering. Just checking we are straight and level. And again, once you do this, obviously you've done one side, don't assume the other side will just go straight on. Always test it, dry fit it. Because as you can probably see just there is a bit of plastic just in that side there. Probably even do this bit before you stick the other side on. Because then you're not going to panic and worry about knocking this side off, which I didn't do. Maybe I should have thought about that before, but it's all a learning curve though. Get a bit more glue. That's that bit. So now what we're going to do is look at these back parts just here, which are 275 and 222, 272 even, 222. I think I just got carried away with my twos. 272, and they are 272 and 275. So we'll start with 275. Let me just quickly cut one off. And so we've got 275 this one. We're just cleaning the nubs off. I have also got a new tool in my arsenal. And what I tend to do when I'm filing, I hold the file tightly. So as you can see, gets caught on the nibs. So I'd rather hold it loosely and have it stop and pull the file out my hand, rather than gripping it tightly going across, because you're liable to bend the photo etch. And once it's been bent, it's very, very difficult to get that crease and that bend out. Now here we've got to do two bends. I've got a pair of these pliers. Now I think these are really good. They're basically like long nose pliers. There's just no teeth in the middle of them. And what you do is place it next to the bend and fold it round. These tend to work out cheaper than the proper big photo etch benders, but obviously when you're doing larger bits, I find the photo etch bender, the actual photo etch bender, better to do it with. That was the right way to start. So we do have a bit of a gap in there. So all we do is take our file and file this down a bit. Doesn't need to be a lot. There we go, and then take a bit of our glue, put it on that edge, and on that side, put a bit of glue on there as well. There we go, and then we'll do the other side. again, once we clean the nubs off, bend it round one side, and bend it around the other. Now the beauty of this photo edge is it's got the actual lines on it, scored where you need to bend it. I find that really helpful because it's a lot more forgiving. This bit's going to be a bit more awkward. Because what we actually have here, there's a little box here that we need to keep, but we need to get the photo edge between that and what we're trying to cover. So we don't want to lose that detail there, so we need to cut into this side to try and get the groove in. Having the photo etch on isn't going to make it easy. You just see me stab myself. Yeah. Bit of stabity for you. So what I probably will do, just pause it there. Hello and welcome back after I had the little stabbing incident. So where we got up to is we got this cover finally on, and I just had to use the scriber just to take some of that plastic out of that edge to get that to fit in properly. I put these little walkways on here and this little bit that juts out on this side. Now this one was a bit of a pain, putting this bit on and getting the railing to go round that bit that juts out. So I did that off camera because it's a lot of close-up work and getting my head down into it, and apparently just seeing the back of my head doesn't make for very good YouTube videos. So I've just got this other side to do, so I'll do that again off camera so you're not staring at the back of my head. The next piece of photo etch we need to put on is piece 494, which goes around here somewhere. So we will look at getting that cut off the sprue and just making sure that it is 494. Now it has took me about 10 minutes to find this piece because it is quite small. There we go, making sure we cut it and don't just twist and snap it off. we go, let's just move that out of the way. We are going to take our file and hopefully just clean up these sides if we can keep hold of it. There we go. And we take our piece and just double checking where it goes. As you look at it, it needs to be further over towards this end. So we are going to take our glue. Like I said earlier, I have started to solder photo etch, but as I found out, don't solder onto plastic, because for some reason plastic doesn't like hot things and it will melt. What we're doing is making sure it is straight before give it the final push down and have it set, have the glue set, and that is that. I hope you can actually see that. So all that's going to happen is that will slot in there, that will go in there like that, and then we have this which will possibly go the right way round into there. And that sits on top there like that. So that is part of the superstructure done. There's a radar to go on there, finding range finder, that'll sit on top of there. I believe that is a gun director. It's either a gun director or I don't think it's a searchlight. Now, the Tirpitz and Bismarck did have their main searchlights and whatnot, the lights covered up, but they were more towards the side. So I think that's a radar. But yes, thank you for watching. Please remember, any questions, comments or anything, just post them in on the YouTube video and I will get back to you. Might take me a little bit of time, but I do inevitably answer every single thing, every single one that's posted. So I just want to give a quick shout out to some people. They have their own YouTube channels, so please go ahead and give them a like and subscribe. We've got Lisa at Lisa's Craft Station, Dexterous Crafter, which is my wife, Jacqueline's Crochet, we've got Model Officer, Making Models and Totally Scale Models, and also the Edinburgh Modelling Man Cave. He's just literally started up his YouTube channel and he has done a lovely husky, which I so want to do. But yes, remember, go see them all, give them all a like and subscribe. These guys have helped me no end, not just in the YouTube, setting it up and getting it going and whatnot, but also improving my modelling skills. So they are well worth a watch, very informative and very nice people. But as for me, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.